activation to activate dormant parts of you. You are one of the 144, but what it takes is you doing something quite unique, and that is discovering your true self. Now, in this healing stream, we are going to be clearing, healing, releasing distortions. So join us over on YouTube and click that like button. We really want to connect energetically. So this is something so important that we need to do. This journey to embody the 144 frequency is all about alignment, and we need to clear that debris from our system in order to open up those channels to receive this light. So the more that you align to this, like this, share this, subscribe to this, and most importantly, join our free community over on Circle to step into that healing gateway. You choose the power that you tap into, or the disempowerment. So you choose based on the collectives that you hang out with, right? So here in the Christ, we are here to give back, okay? We are here to heal because we are one. The Christ is reclaiming itself through you. Now, this is a bit of a mixed message. I'm getting a lot of so bear with me. These are always very, very powerful. So what we're going to do right now, I'm heading over to YouTube. So come over to YouTube, in the comments, say hello. Let us know who you are, where you're from, right? Stand up, show yourself, okay? This is the time where we receive and we release all that fear of being seen, and we connect, we unify as one. So those over here on YouTube, say hello. I'll give you a shout out. Hey, Dee, Shane, Sue, Tanya, Karen. It's awesome to have you guys here. It's going to be a very interesting live stream. So this is 144 activation, clearing the energetic noise, returning to your true self. Now, that is what it's all about. This 144 frequency is something to be tuned into. But right now, in this old world system, in this realm of separation, it is impossible. So here at the Christ, we are here to empower you. We are here to give back to you if you are here to anchor this light. So this is all about cooperation. This is all about the collective, healing, releasing, growing, learning, evolving. This is all about us tuning into the truth, the pure truth from the Christ, the source. Okay, now the Christ has returned, this messenger, but this is an ongoing process because we are all one. So the Christ is here to be reclaimed through you. And this is the progression for this. So the 144 frequency is a very sacred truth, and it's a step of the ascension path where you move through that portal to be in alignment to embody that Christ consciousness energy. And it requires you healing, balancing, aligning all your energetic ports, your portals, your chakras, in order to bring them into alignment. And that can only be done by clearing distortions, clearing separation, clearing beliefs, one of the very first steps, right? So this is about entering this portal with an open heart and an open mind, understanding that there is going to be things that come up that conflict with your programs, that conflict with your beliefs, but beliefs are actual separation programs. They are part of this Antichrist system, a part of this separation network, right? They are there to disempower you, to keep you locked, blocked, and in suffering. Here in the Christ, we use a very specific way of healing. We operate in a very specific way, and we use these gifts that have been given to us by the One to be able to clear. I'm getting our energetic pathway, right? So every single week we show up, okay, and we heal for the collective. We release those distortions, because the more that we stand up, the more that we are open, I'm getting like the opposite of resistance, right? So what I'm getting, the more that we're open, the less resistance there is, okay? So the more healing that will be able to be received, right, within you. Now, this is the healing from the Christ, the truth, the one, and I'm just saying the word pure, right? This comes from the divine realm. The divine is opposite to the divide. Okay, so I'm saying the divine and the divide, right? So this is where we tune into the one. We actively show up, right? This is all about consciousness. So we consciously show up to these weekly healing streams, and I'm just saying volunteer, right? And it's a win-win situation where you're standing up, you're learning the actual truth of Creator, and you're healing. And in healing, you are able to put your personal puzzle together. You are having these shifts in consciousness, and you are having these aha moments. So it's so important that we are open, that we do really just watch this with an open heart and an open mind, and allow this light to enter your field and release those distortions, the separation, release the energetic noise, the static, right? Because in this realm, people don't know, these divine beings don't know how powerful they are. So here at the Christ, we are here to share this sacred mystical knowledge, this wisdom from Sophia, from Christos, from the One, right? From the Mother, the Father, the spiritual Son, the source. Just these words spoken are so healing. And this is where, the things that we thought was impossible, like the return of Christ, is actually happening, but it's happening through knowledge. So it's so important that you show up here and share this, because we need to sow these seeds of illumination around this world, because the more that join us, the more force that we have to be able to dismantle this dark system, to clear the distortions within the collective. So let me know in the comments what you are seeing right now, like the distortions in that external reality, or the negative people themes that are happening, that are playing in our external right now. And that is going to show you hang on, I'm just getting the healing that needs to, okay, so this is a healing stream. So when we comment these things into the comments, we are healing on them collectively. Okay. I forgot about that feature and power of what we're doing here, the healing stream. So every single week, these are available in our free community, in the free live streams section. So that is such a valuable space that we have, and every week we can interact within the comments, either here or in circle, and really start to heal things for the collective. We have a very important role, and no more are we to stand back and just watch and not interact, because the more that you interact, the more that you heal. The more that you heal, the more that you raise your frequency and that of the collective, because you are using your awareness and you are taking action, because that is the will of God. So gods do not sit back and just watch. They interact, they play their part, because this is it. It's time for us to tap into that part of ourselves that is divine. We're bridging the gap between the lower self and the higher self. Every single week, we are doing that. In our free community, we are doing that. Entitlement, homelessness, projection, they're powerful ones, Dee. Actually, entitlement, that came through to me yesterday. I don't remember what I was thinking about, or what made, and there's a lot of people who feel very entitled, isn't there? So these are all frequencies within our field: entitlement, homelessness, projections. People are projecting based on the frequency that they are at. And it's a part of that victim mentality. And we in the Christ understand that we are the holographic projector that creates this simulation, and everything within this external realm is a lesson for our soul's growth, to return to our source. So they're very important. And this is why the world is the way that it is. It needs those beings, those chosen ones, the ones that choose to connect with the Christ, to embody this 144 frequency, to take accountability, to take responsibility for what they see in the external and heal on them. Because when they do, they free themselves from the frequencies within their field, then reflecting a different reality. This is about us using our awareness, our consciousness, because we are creators. Okay, we are sick of this system having power over us. We're lacking in so much. It's like, wow, we have been going within, we've been doing the work for so many years, and I still can't pay my bills, sort of energy, right? And this is all a part of this alignment process where the Christ is reclaiming itself through us. And we have this abundance, right, within us, like this divine inheritance. But right now, for many of the true chosen and the ones that have been following their heart, it doesn't equal money. Because what is happening is our energy is money, okay? And what is happening, because we are in this old world system, trapped in this matrix, there are many matrices, okay? But right now we're speaking about 3, 4, 5D, right? In those very lower levels of hell, right? Now, 5D is still very much in the guts of hell, okay? Because this is the journey. This is between your lower self and your higher self. From your lower self to your higher self, right? You are the mind, the bridge, and there's this inner battle happening all the time. And the problem is, because humanity are still based in that lower dimensional reality without knowing the truth of creation and how these dimensions work, right? They're signed up, they're energetically attached to all these things that are siphoning their light. They are these beautiful beings who operate through the heart, who give, and give. And the problem with that is you are like, what I'm seeing is like the cows that are connected to these milking machines. And that's what you are right now. You are a battery for keeping this old world dark system operating, existing, right? So what we need to do is take back our energy, create those boundaries, and we do that by healing, releasing the frequencies within our field. Now, we have our inner circle, we have our members circle over on circle, and that's where you access the healing and ascension tools to be able to heal, to align with, from the freaking, I'm just seeing the blueprint, right? 1 to 9, right? Those 9 steps of the blueprint, where you are embodying and uncovering your Merkaba. So it's time for us to grow our wings. And as you heal and you grow and you evolve, right, you see things differently. You see things at a different perspective, at a new perspective, I'm getting refreshed, right? And now let me have some water. Let me look at these comments. That's amazing, Shane. So Shane's like, I'm creating my reality instantly. Me putting action and intention behind what I am passionate about from my heart space is being created instantly. I seek positive, energetic exchanges of abundance. That's amazing. You don't put limitations. See, this is us learning how to operate our divine vessel. This is us learning how to operate so we can, manifest what we want. But the problem is, like you said, that people have so many attachments on these manifestations, these things they want to manifest, and in doing so they create so much resistance to actually receive them, right? So it is about just stepping back and just, you know, so that's beautiful. So we all have these very individual lessons, and we all have these really important angles in which we are to share and invest into this new earth through knowledge and lessons learnt. So on this journey, I share the way to the Christ, to embody the Christ. I share the attunements, the instruction sets, and the particular way of Christ, or way to Christ, so you can be in alignment to, right, to rise, right? And as you rise, this is all about clearing the energetic noise, but clearing the debris, right, from in front of us. There's a couple of different angles in which I'm seeing. So I'm seeing the path to the one, the yellow brick road to Oz, to 0 point, to that 144 unity field. And right now, it's blocked. It's like just this huge wall. And so what we're here to do is learn how to chip away at that wall, so we can release that energetic debris. So the way that I see it is just like fallen trees, right? So it's this very dark, very dark. It is a very dark path. But as we clear that road ahead, that way to Christ, that pathway, by being in alignment and healing, things start to brighten up. Okay. And we start to find our bearings, because right now, humans haven't been taught how to operate through Christ. There's a lot of old world, outdated stuff out there that isn't even from the purity of Christ, but it has Christ's name slapped on it, right? So we have a lot of deception out there, and we have a lot of beings who will not venture this way because of fear, because their beliefs have them trapped and fixed. So this is really for the brave ones, the ones that are going to stray from the pack, right? Because right now we have a lot of people who are in fear because of these belief systems, and they don't want to stray because they're scared and they are afraid of what others may think. There's a lot of fear about stepping away from these old world, outdated Antichrist systems, and it's very sad that they are believing they are doing the right thing. They've been tricked. It's very, very sad. But this is where we are. I'm just seeing starting a revolution. This is the revolution of truth on this planet, where beings get to show up in the collective energy of Christ, connect their energy, and how do we do that? How does the old world system take your energy? So this works both ways, right? So in the old world system, divine beings, the God seeds, are planted in the dark. They're in this old world system, and absolutely vibrationally at the frequency of the Antichrist. Now, this is a journey. So there is no fear. This is just the way that it is. So think of it like a video game. So now you are being presented with this, the truth, and it's going to take a leap of faith. Those that take the leap of faith are the ones that are going to be rewarded, right? Because this is Christ. This is the God source. This is the one. This is the Mother, the Father, and the Holy Child. This is the Trinity. This is truth. Okay? So to step away from the pack is going to take a lot of bravery. And to step away from the pack, it's not to follow me. It's to go within and follow your truth. Find your way home to the one. as a messenger and an embodiment of the Christ, I share the healing and ascension tools. I share the word. I share this message, this frequency, this vibration of the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, and the Christ, the child, and ultimately the source, the one. Okay, so this is where we get to learn the truth about. So this always pops in. It's about Jesus and the path that he walked, right? So we can't go back and figure out what he did, because everything that is out there about this old world character, Yeshua, Jesus, has been distorted. It's been taken and twisted, covered in lies, and fed to the people. And because it has that core essence of the Christ, people, it's the truth that hooks, right? But they're in a deceptive program, right? So here we have the truth of Christ. So we have the frequency that Jesus, Yeshua, embodied. So it's you need to go within. Now, Jesus was an identity, I'm an identity, and you're an identity. We are all different parts, different angles of the one, of the divine. And your way is the way to Christ. You showing up here to be able to receive this energy so you can put the puzzle together in your head, find that clarity, and step into that healing gateway on circle. If you are ready to activate, to awaken, to begin this preparation process to unlock your divine blueprint and tune into that 144 frequency, become a member of our circle. The deeper you go with that, the more power, the more healing, the more sacred knowledge and teachings you receive. So it's very, very important. Right now, we have some past videos that you can go and catch up with. And there's lots of content in there already, so you can immerse yourself. Now, again, it's the knowledge, it's the truth that heals. So it's about being active and open. So we're going back to how the old world siphons, steals your divine light to keep it running, right? It uses your awareness, your focus, your attention. It uses you actually pressing buttons and energetic. I'm getting signing energetic contracts, right? So you sign these energetic contracts all the time, and you choose what frequencies and what collectives you are a part of. Now, some collectives are very, very dark, very, very draining. Some people are very, very dark, very, very draining. Okay, and they take a lot of your divine light. So there is no way in hell you can ever imagine or begin to dig yourself out of this hell. You are in this low frequency reality tied to all the collectives. Now, if you want to access a free online course, we have the Digital Detox, where you can go there and learn. It's just all about you starting to clear your energy field, and you can do that in a very powerful way right now. So we have 2 free online courses over in our God Source Co community, which is the Digital Detox, where you can start healing and releasing frequencies from your field right away, right? And then we have the self-test method, where you learn how to start to tune into your divine instrument, okay? And get the answers from your higher self. So it's about you showing up and arming yourself with the knowledge. The more that you know, the more that you embrace, the more that you engage, the more that you engage with our God Source Co community, the more you reap the rewards, right? So this is about you choosing you choosing to reclaim your energy and release that energetic noise from your field. We are doing that right now in this live stream. But if you want to heal deeper, you can visit our God Source Co community and start right now. So every single week, the comments in these healing streams are cleared, they are purged energetically. So it's your chance to start clearing things energetically from the collective. That's the whole purpose of me showing up every single week for you guys, for the collective. this frequency isn't to be held and like, oh my God, like it's really to be shared so you guys can know what is possible. I mean, in this old world system, there's a lot of old world beliefs. There's a lot of that. Yeah, so they won't see the return of Christ because of the beliefs, and they're looking over here, waiting for Jesus to float down on a cloud, but they're not actually seeing that it's happening here. And when I'm pointing to me, I'm pointing to me, right? I've embodied this frequency and I get to be a messenger of this. But again, I want you to point to you because you are the one and you are the way. And this is the entry point. Okay? We go within. This is a portal. It's the beginning of this very sacred journey. And okay. Karen said, seek within, not outside self. Exactly. Because out there is an illusion and it's simply a reflection of the collective and where the collective is and where our individual frequency is at as well. Wise words, Shane. We learn who we are through experiences. There is no shortcut. We cannot be afraid to experience. This is it. This is about embracing all of what we are. And we are the light and we are the dark, right? This is this inner battle where we must find that middle ground, right? Between the lower and the higher self. It's about this balancing act. The only way to embody your God self, to embody your higher self, your absolute self, is to be in the now moment, to be anchored in the now moment. And in saying that, let's just do this Christ hand pose or the absolute hand pose. I don't know what the one wants it called right now, but so we're bringing our hands in. We are balancing the masculine and feminine sides of our body in doing this. Okay, this is very, very powerful because you are in our YouTube and you are, I hope you are a member of our free God Source community, because this just everything that we do here gets way more powerful just by you being a member in our free community. Now, that free community over on the God Source Co is a portal where you can post things like share your experiences, share things that you've learned, share funny memes, right? It's very quiet there at the moment and there's not a lot of interaction. So I'm really encouraging you guys to like just share a cool picture, like a cool quote, whatever, right? That space has been created for you guys. So it's not necessarily a space where I'm going to be posting things. It's been created for you, okay? So it's about us finding one another. It's about us unifying, okay? It's about us starting to connect with our soul family. And we have all been brought here for a reason. And it's a space where, you know, those beings that want to be negative and trolly, they'll be kicked out straight away, right? And don't we see that in a lot of spiritual communities, like on Facebook and stuff like that? There's a lot of projections and like he says, a lot of entitlement, right? We're you know, there's a lot of people who just like they have a belief and they're like, oh well, this is no, and they talk down to people and just really arrogant and ignorant and very fixed in their beliefs, and they're claiming to be spiritual, where that's not a spiritual, well, it is dark spiritual type thing, but we're here to tune into the light, but we can only do that with shedding that darkness, learning from the darkness, right? And healing on it. The darkness is there in our field, the suffering, the struggles, they are golden illuminated signs from the one of what you need to clear within, the space that you need to clear within. So we have a lot of malfunction. Humans have a lot of malfunction within their body, relying heavily on a lot of medications and stuff like that. Major malfunction. Okay, so we all have these very unique situations, and I'm not here to give advice. I've walked my path. I follow my intuition, and the Christ wants you to follow yours. Okay, so this is about us serving ourselves so we can enlighten. Okay, so we can anchor this light and do what we came here to do, and attract what is meant to come in through releasing those frequencies that have been repelling everything from you for far too long. But this is just the beginning, right? And here in this 144 activation, again, it's the words, it's you showing up, it's you aligning to this, right? Now we keep circling around and then coming off it, don't we? Because it's like there are so many things within this old world matrix system, the Antichrist system, right? Has you going against your truth. It has you going against yourself, right? Your divine nature. So now is the time we be in the now moment and we begin to release those frequencies that are keeping us in that 666 energy, that downward spiral, and aligning to this crystal spiral, the 999. Okay, this is where we begin this journey. I'm just saying hijacked consciousness. So right now, humanity's consciousness has been hijacked because we interact in this external world in a way that's counterproductive and keeping us fixed and locked in that 666 Antichrist frequency, in that devil energy, in that separation energy, in that distortion energy, in the illusion, right? So our minds are the bridge to the one, to our truth, our mission, our purpose, our power. And a lot of people will watch the news, right? Which is crazy because it's all fear generating program to keep beings fixed in such a low frequency, worrying about, oh my God, this is happening and that's happening. And oh my God, those poor people, keeping people in greed, pity, suffering, shame. We have all these programs that really keep us operating in an old, outdated way. Man, we're here to evolve. This is about evolution, spiritual evolution through the Christ, Creator, the One. You are seeing it firsthand here, and that is what we are doing. It is more powerful than you can ever imagine. And it's possible. I've done it, and you can too if you choose to join us and follow your inner guide, your inner Christ. You will receive rewards based on how much you show up for yourself and the collective, right? Because you are the collective. You are everything. You are every character. This is this interdimensional journey, this multidimensional journey of growth, where you release the low negative frequencies, the programs, and you expand. And in this expansion, you see things in a whole new way. This is the journey where you get to see through the eye of God, right? But right now we're unlocking the blueprint, and you can do that in our members circle. Next year is going to be a cracker. Next year is going to be freaking amazing. And I keep saying it's just the beginning now, but we're still in this 9 frequency, right? So next year, 2026, yeah, it's just going to be this whole new, fresh beginning with huge power. Like, you think that these live streams are powerful, or members, if you think those membership things are powerful, Spirit saying wait till next year. All right. You know, we have right now, we're in this frequency, we're in December, right? So December is that 10th month, DEC, deck, right? So over the next couple of months, as those double digits anchor, like that, how do I explain it? Let me have some water. Oh, I love that, Sue. I've observed that inflated ego is often associated with fear. Remove the fear and ego will adjust accordingly. And that's it. This is this, we've got ego versus God, right? And the ego is very important, okay? And the ego, it's like this battle, this inner battle. We've got God and the devil, head to head, higher self, lower self, head to head. We've got this polarity, right? Light and dark, you know, in this, oh, I'm getting light, right? This punch up, right? But all we need to do is get into this now moment and heal. I'm getting to quiet the noise, right? Doing this, being in the now moment, is incredibly, incredibly powerful. This is why meditation is one of those things that is very powerful. I've never myself really done much meditation. I have learned through Joe Dispenza and done some Joe Dispenza work and stuff like that. Went to his workshop, and so I've very intrigued about, this was many years ago now, because I was very intrigued about how it all works, because I'm not one that just believes things. I need to feel it, know it, embody it. Like, I need to be able to, we are here to collect information and knowledge and put this collected knowledge into order for ourselves, for our minds, so we can remember, right? So all along this journey, like when I started healing energetically in 2014 with Reiki, I had to keep learning, like, why does this work? Why does that work? How does this work? How does that work? Right? You know, so learning all these different healing modalities and ways and practices, but not sticking to them and becoming fixed and locked in that system that's a part of the dark system, right? That controls and harvests these healers' light, right? No, I had to keep moving and learning and growing and understanding. And how does all these spiritual type things fit in with the physical vessel, the biology, right? How does it all work, right? And so through Joe Dispenza, I found some very valuable information, right? But again, I didn't stay fixed, because it's a very culty. There's a lot of a big Joe Dispenza cult out there, and they're like, oh my God, just do what he says and that's it, right? So this is about us going within and finding our truth. So going back to the meditation thing, that is why it is so powerful, because the mind is the bridge to the one, right? So when beings get into that meditative state, they get into the now moment, right? This healing happens. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Every single week we are catching up and we are healing, and we are, look, you do this the whole live stream, because we need to bring both these polarities into one. Spirit always says 1, 2, 3, Holy Trinity. And I don't know why it says it like that, but it's like 1, 2, 3, Holy Trinity, right? This is so powerful. So even if you guys are guided to do meditation, because back in the day, when I did meditations, guided through Joe Dispenza, bang, boom, life-changing, powerful internal things happened to me. And it was crazy. Didn't manifest a mansion or, you know, all those sort of things. No, but what I did was I was led there by Spirit. I did what I was guided to do, and haven't been guided to do meditation since, right? because I have my way and my path, and I had to find my way there and all the other things for a reason, to collect, because we're collectors, collect particular knowledge and move on to the next thing, because this is school for the soul. Spirit, if you are open, if you are ready to operate through Christ, you are going to be taken to all these different ways, all these different collectives, all these different groups. But the one anchor point that I highly encourage you to stay fixed to is the free community on the God Source. That is a healing community. It's there for you. Now, it's like this stabilization. It's this field stabilization. This thing won't work really great if you're not in that free community, okay? The God Source Co needs you to show up for yourself and energetically align. It's a contract. It's an energetic contract. And in the law of one, when we operate from the one, as the one, it's giving and receiving, okay? So don't think that you can just join that and just take, because there's a lot of greedy people out there who are just like, I don't want all that healing. I've met a lot of people who along the way on my journey, as I was a healer, I was operating the old world way and being a healer. And a lot of people just wanted to take free. Say, oh yeah, I'll have a free session. Give me a free session. Oh yeah, that fixed this, that fixed that. And it's like, oh well, you can have another session here. We'll do a charge set. No, they're off. No, see ya. So there was a lot of lessons, life lessons, and things that I needed to learn the hard way to be able to put some boundaries up and start honoring and respecting myself, and not just being a milkmaid. I'm getting milkmaid, like being milked energetically. Milk, like literally, I was giving my energy away and being used, abused, taken for granted for so long. But that's not what that's not what your higher self, your absolute self, your God self, Christ, the one wants for you. The Christ wants you to go within and tap into your power, right? The old world way of going to a healer is very, very disempowering, and it is very, very, there's a darkness to it, okay? Because we're not here to get in the middle of other people's healing. We're here to teach. We are here to, what's the word, be role models, right? We're here to heal ourselves and show others that it is possible for them. They don't need to go outside themselves, because outside themselves, they are going to be siphoned, harvested, taken from, and it's very disempowering for healers. They have no idea how stuck they are, and how locked and blocked and disabled they are. They're disarmed, I'm getting. They've fallen into this trap where they're being taken from. They're operating from the heart, right? They want to help others. But this is the time where we lead, okay? And we're not here to get in the way of other people's healing, because look, it's, you are the one. And you, if you're a healer, and tag other healers in this, please do. We need to enlighten them and share with them the truth. All that healing stuff that they have ever learned, that all the different practices and stuff that they do, right? They need to turn that inwards and begin to create something of their own, to be a leader of the new earth. By being a healer and having your healing sessions and having other people come to you and you doing healing sessions, it's very dark in a way that you're taking on energetically so much more. It's not worth it. Because when you're connecting to people externally, and you are doing healing sessions to them, what happens? It's particularly remote sessions, right? When you're connecting to people remotely, because that's how I used to do it, right? You are becoming one with them. So you are like you are becoming one. You connect to them, and then when you do your muscle testing and whatnot, or your intuitive guidance type things, you're tuning in, you're really taking on so much negative energy and frequencies. They walk away feeling great, right? But you've just taken on more, like it's not worth it money wise at all, because you have taken on so much onto your field. They've walked away, and there's these energetic ties, these cords, these talons, these strings that are still attached, that are taking from you, that are draining you. So no amount of money is worth that, right? And so this is not good for the practitioner, and it's not good for the person that is receiving the healing. It is damning. That's what it is. It is damning. These old world ways of healing, damning. You know, I'm sure a lot of people have heard about Reiki and how that's really attached to darkness, and how that really came to this planet, right? Through these demonic energies, right? So these people that are practicing this, they're going through these, they are attached to these demonic systems, and it's like it's like, I'm seeing like it's like a deal with the devil, right? So it's like, yes, you can have these powers, but there's a catch, right? So the more beings that healers connect to, the more energetic debris, heaviness, denseness they're taking on, the harder it is going to be to serve yourself, right? Because you're, this is a very interesting, I mean, you know, it's nothing that we haven't said before, but for those beings that are ready to start to heal through Christ, and begin to prepare to activate and awaken, to embody this 144 frequency, seeing other healers and you, or you connecting to others and doing healing sessions, is very disempowering for you. It's not serving yourself, because the way to Christ is going within and healing yourself. And the more that you go outside yourself, the more you're going to block yourself and just keep like a hamster on a wheel, right? So please do share this and tag in healing groups and with healers, because we really need to illuminate them, because we're here. Imagine a world where all those healers, right? Because healing is your birthright. Every single person on this planet, healing is your birthright. This is your divine birthright. Healing is the tool that we use, and it happens automatically within our body. You know, you fall over, you scrape your knee, what happens? Your body heals it, right? Healing is our natural state. So now is the time we heal even deeper. We get into that now moment, we balance the polarity, and we start to go within. Okay? So we want to share this free God Source Co community with everyone. You can go there and invite people, share this YouTube with others. You know, the more people that know this, the more minds that are awakened to this truth, the more light we can pull into the collective. The more that, you know, there's a lot of healers out there who are being guided to these new Earth 5D programs. Again, they're a part of that illusion. This is New Earth. This isn't New Earth 5D. This is New Earth, heaven on earth, okay? Where you lead, where the only way to be a leader of the new earth is to go within and begin to heal, to free yourself of the separation, to be in alignment, to be, I'm getting a frequency match to this. And it isn't a simple one choice. This is a constant choice that we make to use our healing capabilities to serve ourselves. When we go within, we serve ourselves, we heal so much out there on the collective. You know, you guys need to understand that other people, those people that are, we're really catering to the healers in this session, right? Because this is it. The healers are the ones that are going to change the world. And you can have no healing experience, right? You can say, oh, well, I haven't done Reiki or motion code or body code, or I haven't worked with Joe Dispenza. You know, you have your very unique angle, okay? But what you have to understand is you are a healer. Your body heals. Now is the time to operate where it doesn't only heal, it releases this distortion energy, this dark, dense energy in order to rise. And in this rising, you are illuminating. And in this illumination, you are, I'm getting gaining deeper knowledge, but returning home to your true self, right? So your true self is the Christ. Your true self is the one, the spiritual sun. It's a long path. And there is a lot of things that are required. But again, I'm getting like the savior, like you are the savior, and no one's going to save you. This is where the one rewards those who are ready to walk this path and align to their highest truth. Those that are ready to go within and serve themselves, tune into this savior energy. This word, this message comes from the divine. It comes from the Christ. So you can do this. And you're not going to resonate with everything that comes out my mouth because you have not embodied the Christ yet. You are not spiritually whole yet. There is a lot of frequencies within your field. There's a lot of thoughts that you are thinking that are simply not you. They're a part of the system. They're a part of this hive mind I'm getting, right? Oh, we spoke about hive mind the other day in our members live, but this is a different angle. It's these post-hypnotic suggestions, these things that are within your field, like every single level of your body, down to a subatomic level. There are these frequencies attached to you that you need to release. So over in our members circle, we have 3 levels of healing, right? Where you can heal and release frequencies deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay, it's about unlocking your Merkaba and growing your wings, unlocking the 1 to 9 of the blueprint, your blueprint, unlocking your truth. This is the preparation that you need to do if you wish to be one of the 144. Okay, the 144,000 Christos identities that are here. We're in the now moment, and we are operating from that frequency to see what comes next. We're not going outside that now moment to think, oh, I wonder if this happens, that happens. Our conscious mind, the way that our mind thinks, can be very disempowering for our ascension. So we need to really just be in the now, take things as they come. We use our healing record. We use these free healing streams to input things that we can see in, or things that we feel, things that we see in our external, in our internal, right? Things that we want healed, right? Things that so this isn't the old world way of praying. That doesn't work. To be a true operator of the Christ requires healing. It requires your awareness. It requires you, I'm getting paying attention to the signs that Spirit is sending you. And when I say Spirit, I'm speaking about the Holy Spirit, the one. Okay? It takes us using our healing record, recording the input, okay? So we can free that. So again, it's about a level of healing. I love that. Shane's written command. that was something that there was a lot of lessons in relation to command last month. Obviously last month, because we're just starting December. So this is about us commanding our space and us taking the driver's seat and understanding that, hey, because this is it. This is about you unlocking your chariot, okay? This is about you learning how to operate, to navigate your divine vessel. This is unlocking all of that, right? Your Merkaba. I'm seeing a spaceship, right? So I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying it's like a cosmic, like a window, this cosmic window, stars. It's about you learning how to be this cosmic navigator, right? That's it. Shane says, we don't ask. It's because it's like, oh, ask. Oh, please, did it? Because what's that coming from? That's coming from desperation, and it's coming from such a negative frequency. You know, it's coming from this disconnected frequency where it's like we're asking something outside ourselves, or we're asking. There's no clarity of focus. It's like we're here. Thank you, Shane, for bringing me back from what I was trying to say before. This isn't praying and hoping, although my name does mean hope. This isn't about praying and hoping. This is about commanding and paying attention, using our awareness, using consciousness to create, because we are creators, and creators command. But it's not like this, you've got to do this and you've got to do that. It's not coming from that frequency either. This is about this surrender. Commanding is that frequency, the true commander, right? This comes from this frequency of surrender and letting go and just saying, it's very interesting. We don't pray, we don't operate from that frequency, but we can put our prayers down in our healing record. If you are a member of our members circle, you can put those things, those wishes, those wants, whatever, into your healing record, okay? To clear the negative energies from that prayer, to be able to extract. I'm getting the deeper meaning of why that was actually brought to you, why that input came through, okay? To clear that desperation energy, to clear that lack energy, so it is very powerful. We can use our prayers, if we have prayers, and write it down on our healing record, members, okay? That's so powerful, right? But also these inputs that come through from Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the One, the Spiritual Son, makes me repeat things a lot, right? We use those feelings within our body, because when we have a particular symptom within our body, a particular organ or gland malfunction, imbalance, it's pointing to blockages. So as a member in our circle, you guys can start to clear those blockages. And next year is going to be a huge year, and there's going to be a lot more happening within those member networks, those member collectives, because I'm just one person, and it's impossible for me to do everything that I need to do on top of healing for the collective and showing up here and all that sort of stuff. This is it. We can just be us. We can just do what we can do. But the number one thing that the Christ wants us to do is enjoy life, right? I heal and I suffer a lot, but I'm illuminated through releasing this suffering, right? And I get to show up and connect with you guys. We get to heal together. We get to put all of our minds together and work as one, healing at our individual angles and ways. And in return, we are being rewarded with divine support. So that's why you want to be a member in our free community, in our members circle. You know, you choose how much energetic protection you get, and you use the input that you get from Spirit to protect yourself even more, so you can draw in this divine energy so you can ascend. Okay, that's what we're here to do. I love that, Shane. And that's it. There's things that, like, you guys say in the chat that's so powerful. So come over to the God Source Co and share your angle of creation, of creator, right? Because this is it. We share and we inspire others. This isn't about taking the reins and saying, okay, I'm going to do healing sessions on you. You've got no, it's this very disempowering, very hierarchy type thing where, I'm the healer and you're the person receiving healing. And, but all the healer is doing is connecting with your energy and doing things based on their teaching, which all external healing practices out there are very low frequency. Like, imagine, like, and if you're watching this and you're saying, well, I'm a healer and I heal people, like I do body code, and I've had great results and everything like that, right? Imagine that power times a billion trillion zillion. All right. Okay, so what you're experiencing is quite powerful. I know, I've walked this path and I've done lots of different ways, and I've been a healing practitioner for years before I got cut off by the one, because that was it was not my path. And every time I tried to start that back up again, I was absolutely blocked. So healers, if your client load is dropping right now, it is divine. And it's encouraging you to go within and begin your journey home to the one, so you can create and build something of your very own and be a leader. We don't heal others, we lead. We share our knowledge and inspire healing that way, right? I love that, Karen. We sail our own ship with good intentions and follow our intuition. Absolutely. And that's it. We are just guided where we're guided, right? In this flow of life. And, you know, we do that and we get some huge shocks sometime to our system where we do what we're guided to do, and then negativity comes from that. But that negativity comes through and we're experiencing that negativity because it's just that next wave of healing that we need to do. It's just that next lesson. Okay. And this is where those beautiful, heartfelt beings, those divine ones, those earth angels on this planet, you guys have done that. But now is the time we heal to shift that and learn how to take the lessons from spirit, work with the divine, our inner guide, Christ, because that's the most powerful teacher there is. Okay. We're moving out of that guru energy, and where we're looking at those thought leaders and those spiritual leaders and those people who have created healing systems like gods. No more. Shift your awareness inwards and understanding you are the one. Those people are teachers, they're messengers, they're guides, they're sharing particular angles, and they're sharing certain knowledge so you can use that to build something of your very own. This is the builders. This is the founder frequency where you are the architect. You are the one. As long as you stay fixed to those systems and those teachers, those gurus, those thought leaders, those powerful spiritual authors, right? Like, I love Deepak Chopra. I love Greg Braden, right? They're freaking awesome. They share amazing stuff. Joe Dispenza, amazing. But I listen to them when I'm guided, right? And there's a reason spirit leads me there, because there's certain knowledge codes that I require to level up. But again, I don't stay fixed. It's just an aspect of myself teaching myself, right? Because everything external is you. You're every character. It's about operating as an oracle. right? As a multi-dimensional infinite being. Multi-dimensional infinite beings do not stay fixed to a particular practice or system. So all these teachers out there, like, amazing, because they're standing up and they're sharing their truth. They're inspiring others, allowing others to receive certain knowledges, things that they've come across. Right? Amazing, right? This is a system of cooperation where we all work together as one. And we flow with creation. So this is how the Christ operates. So it's very shocking. It's not even shocking to people. Like the people that aren't for this, they won't be shocked. They'll just think, oh, they're crazy, because this information conflicts with everything they've ever learned, every way they've been conditioned. Their blinders are on. They are in the bowels of hell, and there's no way in hell that they will even consider this. But this is for the ones that are of this frequency. Like, you're here for a reason. Like, this is, I'm just seeing the eye of creator, right? So this is for those beings that want to use every angle of what they are, everything that they've learnt in this life. They're seekers. They're on this spiritual quest. They're seeking. They want to know. They're curious. And they've had these experiences of mind. And it's like, It's like, well, it's just like this, questioning the meaning of life and why I'm here and why did that happen? That was weird. That wasn't like a coincidence. Like, that was like, so it's like, the beings this is for, you guys are going to show up and receive these healing words every week. You're going to be in our members community and in our free community, because that's the gateway. That's the healing gateway that you need to align to. You need to press that button to join, to access that free community. Like play. This is it. The more that you interact, the more that you engage, the more that you post, the more that you're seen by the one. It's like I'm just saying, stand up, enter the gateway, and be a part of this. And this is it. This is something that I have to learn through my inner guide. And on this journey, since 2019, since my Christ initiation, I've been taken on many wild goose chases, right? To learn particular lessons, because this is about us clearing our field and gaining deeper spiritual discernment, right? Humans are quite naive. That is what the Christ is saying. And they're controlled by belief. And they're energetically contracted to these separation programs. They choose to press that button to connect with that collective. They choose to show up to mass every Sunday. They choose to, I'm just getting, you choose who you hang out with. You choose. This comes to choice. This is what the chosen one is. There's a lot of people who are really resonating with the chosen ones, being a chosen one, being one of the 144. But they very well may be, right? this is like this, I'm just seeing returning to Christ. So this is the Christ, and I'm just seeing like a well from the one that one must drink from, right? I'm just seeing a well, and Spirit saying, this is the well. If those beings are true chosen, are true 144, they will drink from this well. And I'm just seeing a well. It's this eternal waters. This, and what beings need to see is the light that is speaking and not the face, right? This is about the message and the truth. It's not about the messenger. This is really about the Christ returning and saying, it's time for you to reclaim your sovereignty, to unplug from all those external programs that have been taken from you. Again, we've got the free online course in our God Source Co-community. Start to do this digital detox and, start going through that process where you're going to heal energetically by releasing yourself from energetic contracts, right? Because every person on Facebook that you like, every page that you follow on TikTok, every group on Facebook, every YouTube creator, every that you're creating energetic contracts. You have created this energetic connection where you are one with that collective, and based on the collective, it can be very disempowering. Okay, so that's something that you guys need to do for yourself. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right? Oh, we've got another, right? So there's a lot of people who are in this huge imbalance, and their ego, they are in this frequency of fear, right? They're in this frequency of, I'm just seeing the ego. They're in their ego, lower self, really operating in a way, just giving the external realm power over them, believing that there's nothing that they can do, and this is the way that it is, and they can't change anything. And get out of that way of thinking, because you are the one, and you're seeing this for a reason, especially if you've made it this far, right? So this is the return to one. Now, what we need to do is balance. We need to connect. You need to be a part of the God Source Co, right? This is about balancing the polarities, the masculine and the feminine. And then I'm seeing the eyes, right? So see how left, right, right? You got left, right, whatever. It's about balancing. Now, it's this. Now, this is a part of the body that has been really targeted. Our pineal gland has been heavily targeted in this external to block you. But we're here to release those blockages. We're here to heal. We're here to grow. We're here to evolve. We're about aligning all of our energetic ports and plugging in to the one, okay? Into creation, reclaiming our divine birthright, our sovereignty. Now, this is about growing our great awakening army. The more that join us, the more that enter that healing gateway in the God Source Co, arm themselves with the knowledge from the Christ, and they use everything that they're guided to and all the input they're receiving from Spirit. Like, it sounds overwhelming, but to operate through Christ is very easy. Okay? It requires a few things. The self-test method. What was it again? There was 4 things, the 4 pillars of ascension. What was it, guys? Members? Was it the 4 pillars of ascension? Is that what it was called? I can't remember. Something came through the other day. The self-test method, the record, our healing record, the cycle of being, and what was the other one? I forget. It's here somewhere. So the record, the scale, the unity scale. So we're balancing our energy, this unity scale. It's our healing record, the cycle, and the self-test. So you guys can learn that self-test right away. Go and access that free online course and start to practice it, okay? Get into alignment and use that. Tune into your inner guide, your inner Christ. Start to get the answers that you need. Now, understanding there's a huge amount of deception within every layer of your being to that subatomic level, right? Right down to that subatomic level and beyond, right? Because this is the realm of creation, pure consciousness, right? This isn't physical. There's many levels and layers that we need to work through and clear, right? Energetically by within our biology, within our electromagnetic field, right? There's so many things that we need to heal on. So you will get the answers based on frequency wise. So this is it, asking things about general health and all that sort of stuff, right? Not asking, will my true love manifest? That doesn't work. Don't even use a self-test for that, okay? This is about you organically learning who the hell you are, right? Learning, I'm getting electromagnetically who you are, fine-tuning your vessel. As you heal, you access deeper truth, deeper discernment. So if you wish to connect to yourself on a deeper level to clear the separation from your energetic field, your blueprint, become a member of the circle, okay? It is the most powerful thing that you could ever do for yourself. It's the most powerful healing thing that you can, like, for those healers out there, life-changing, powerful. And when I say healers, you're a healer. I don't care if you haven't had any experience. You're going to learn from the Christ exactly how to do it. No experience necessary. There's only four key factors that you need to learn and do, and you'll be healing more powerful than any healer on the planet. Okay? Like, and you will be a part of this and building this healing program. Because by being a member in our circle, in our members circle, the inner circle, the ascension circle, and the mastery circle, what is actually happening is you're, yes, using your input, you're recording the things, you're healing those on autopilot, and you're also healing the collective in there, in that. So it's like I'm doing healing all the time. So it's healing. If you're a member in our member community, you're receiving healing from me every time I heal. Every time Karen heals, I'm receiving healing, right? Every time Sue heals, I'm receiving healing. Every time Raluca heals, I'm receiving healing. Every time Dee, like all of you guys, right? Shane, Craig, every time that you guys heal and you input things onto your record, it's healing me and everyone else. Every time I'm recording input, it's healing me and everyone else in that member. So it's so powerful. And next year, okay, so we're going back to that. We're talking about December, how it's the 10th month, right? So double digits, 1 and 0, right? Very powerful. Relates to Sophia, right? Number 11 relates to this Stargate. Again, double digits, 1, 1, more strength, right? More reinforcements in this December, January, February. Much more powerful. So for these next 3 months, we are going to have huge, powerful shifts, and there is going to be major downloads coming in. So like if you want to become a member and check those sacred streams, those there's a lot of stuff for you to catch up on. And we have the launch of our new Mastery Circle next month, which is going to be epic. So we're sort of getting a structure from the Christ, from the one, and we're working and using these triads, or however we say it. And it's giving beings the ability to unlock sacred geometry within, to unlock the truth from those symbols for them and their inner learning. So it's a journey that we all get to move on. So it's very exciting. I can't wait to see what is to come, because I'm saying it's the beginning, but it's still, we've got 10, 11, 12. We've got December, January, February to really ending out this completion cycle, this number 9 cycle. And then, of course, March is going to be a brand new frequency, right? Number 3, right? March is like, apparently 3. But also it's this 1 energy as well, because it depends if you're looking at it from the old world calendar way or the new earth creation way. It's very different. So it holds the frequency of both. It's like this energetic overlay where we've got the power of, we've got within December, we've got the power of 12, right? But also 10, because the truth from creator, from creation, is that deck. What does deck mean? What does oct mean? Oct, 8, right? So just think about that. So it has the power of both numbers. So October is the 108, right? And then we've got November, so on, and 911, right? November. So we've got October, which is 108. We've got November is 911, and December. So we've got 12 and 1, 12 and freaking 10, right? So what does that work to? 12, I can't even use my brain right now, 4. So a foundational, very foundational number for what's to come in the next few months. So we're just going to be building on things. So show up every single week, guys, and do all those things that the Christ has guided you to do, okay? Because remember, the God Source Co community is free, okay? It doesn't cost anything. And you access those 2 free online courses as well. So you can start to go within and start to heal, so you can gain deeper spiritual discernment. Okay? This is for the seeker. This is for you guys who are ready to go within. It's crazy. Dee said, very powerful live. Thank you. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, because guess what? This is about us showing up. It's like this, so it's like the more beings that show up to these weekly live streams, the more minds that connect, because I'm a neuron, you're a neuron, we're all neurons, right? And we're creating these golden illuminated things. But it's like the more power we can draw from the divine, so the more powerful the message is. So this is why, as we grow like a snowball down a mountain, right? The momentum and the power and the knowledge that we all get to receive is going to be massive. And then when people join the inner circle, the ascension circle, or the mastery circle, and we're all doing our healing, we're supporting those in the God Source Co, and we're supporting the actual collective here. And on every single level of creation. So we are the ripple. We are the revolution. This is evolution energy, where we're actually going beyond the physical realm into pure consciousness. So I love you guys. This has been a very, very powerful live. Indeed, it's 1, 2, 3 right now. And it is time, or I mean, we've been going for 1 hour and 23. I've got the I button, and it's 222. Yeah, so let's share this. The more that we share, the more that we give to this, the more that we stand up, the more that we interact, the more that we put this knowledge out there, this free knowledge out there, the more we are going to shake this planet up, right? We're going to shake it up, and we're really going to clear some of that denseness out to support those people who are still fast asleep in the dark, okay? So we're doing it for us and each other, and we're really working together like this. I'm just seeing like a pocket watch. Yeah, it's very, where he change. And the Christ is the only one that can do that. And I am a messenger for that frequency. Can't be found anywhere else. I'm the one going to show you how to be the one too. All right. The one too. That's funny. All right. Bye, guys.